Hey guys, once again here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we got a news update regarding the rank cap update a couple of days ago, and we have had some little bits of information here and there thanks to people like Rick, who is one of the big data miners, unveiling some information about things that could be going on for part 2 and the December Carnival LR and all those kind of things that lead to giving us some sort of idea as to when exactly this player rank cap update is actually going to happen. So as most of you know, I'm sure, I would imagine probably everyone knows at this point, but this was announced in one of the streams a little while back as part of like the live producer letter where they showed off some new units and some upcoming stuff, where it was announced that the rank would update finally from the maximum rank being 999 all the way up to 2000. So basically doubling in size, or just slightly over obviously, but that is a huge update and a huge increase going from 999 to 2000. So it says it was announced during the live broadcast on the 25th of October, scheduled to be implemented during the version update planned for around December, which obviously is not really very specific, but like I said, we have some ideas for stuff in the files and everything that would indicate when we could kind of expect this to happen, right? So it says regarding the rank XP obtained after reaching rank 999. So this was the big thing that people were wondering, because people who have looked at the back end data had mentioned quite some time ago that whilst you get to rank 99 and obviously stop ranking up because there are no more ranks to get, Dokkan would keep track of the amount of XP that you had actually still earned even past rank 999. So a lot of people were wondering, like, well, what is going to happen when they put up the maximum level? Are you just going to jump up to whatever level you are based on your XP? Is all that extra XP just going to go away and it just resets? We weren't too sure when it was first announced, and people were speculating a bunch of different things, but it has been confirmed here. Under the current system specifications, there is a limit to the rank XP accumulated before the update. Upon the update, your player rank will reflect the accumulated rank XP. If the accumulated rank XP has reached the limit, your player rank will increase to a maximum of rank 1109. So the highest anyone will be once the rank update thing actually goes live is 1109. So regardless of how much you've played and grinded and link leveled and all that kind of stuff after reaching rank 999, that is the maximum rank that you will go up to once the update happens. Now, I've seen some mixed responses to this, like some people mad because I guess people who are like hardcore link levelers and things like that, who have been rank 999 for a long time, obviously will have grinded out quite a lot of extra XP. I mean, I hit rank 999 like 3 years ago, potentially even longer, and I do link level a lot. So, you know, it's very possible that given no limit, my thing would be higher than 1109. But at the same time, I think it's good because having the extra levels of ranks is like something to work towards, like something to grind for. If you have an end level get account where you're at 999, you've got all the major like Dokkan Fests and LRs and stuff link leveled. I know obviously people then link level random older TURs or free to play or even SRs, like, because there's nothing else to do, right? There's nothing else to work towards. So having extra rank levels I think is good because it gives you that extra thing to work towards. Whereas, you know, imagine if you're someone who hit rank 99 like 4 or 5 years ago and you grind link levels like all day, all your stamina, use all your meat items, all that kind of stuff, and then the rank update hits and you just jump up to rank 2000, then that's one extra thing like taken off the list that you now actually have to do in the game. Because at least, even though it's not like a major goal, like you're not going to get, well, I say you're not going to get much out of it, we'll take a look at the potential rewards, but like it gives you something to do, right? Rather than just day the update drops, boom, you're ranked 2000, you get a few extra like rewards all in one go, and then again, that's it. That's now just like when you hit rank 999, something taken off the list of things that you have to do in the game. So I do kind of appreciate this and the fact that there will be plenty more ranks to grind. It also gives us more stuff to talk about, like within our own communities and stuff, because once, you know, everyone, even if you're hardcore grinders, you're all going to be going up to 1109, And so then it will be kind of like fun competition and like fun things to chat about, like in the Discord or the comments section and stuff, of like who's going to get to the highest rank first, you know, like a week after the update, like asking everyone what ranks they're at and stuff like that. It's just something extra for the community to work towards, which I think is very cool. We do actually have a technical sort of thing here from Harry, the guy that runs Dokkan Info. This was Truth just posted about the rank update. Basically saying exactly what was here, right, that you can only get to 1109. Harry is saying the reason it's max of 1109 is because the field they have in the database is 32-bit value, so anything beyond, I mean, this is the XP, I believe, right, so like 2 billion, 147 million, 483, 647 wasn't saved, and that's probably what is required for 1109. So that's the thing, even though people were saying like, oh, in the back end it keeps track of like how much XP you've got, seemingly it only was keeping track of the XP up to this 2.147 like billion value. And so yeah, with the rank update coming into play and having 1,002 extra levels that you can reach, potentially it is just the case that that is the XP required for getting to 1109, and that is the maximum XP that anyone will have had actually like logged, because it doesn't log any higher than that. But like I said, I think this is fine. Let me know what you think. Obviously, if you're disappointed, if you're someone you think you would have gone higher than 1109 and you're disappointed that you're not going to, let me know your thoughts below. Obviously, if you agree with me that it's good to have something else to grind for, like chime in down below as well. But now in terms of like, what are you going to get necessarily? If we go and take a look at the wiki here, we can see the ranking list for like the way it already exists in the game. So once you got to like the final bunch of ranks here, we're on the page that's like 900 to 999. You can see that the general gist was every time you got to 5 ranks, you got an extra stamina, right? So 905, then you can see 9010, 910, it goes up, 915, it goes up, 920, it goes up, etc, etc, all the way down to the bottom where you get to 995 and it went up to 291. And then when we got to 999, obviously there was no 1000 to get to be the extra 5. But instead of going to 292, it went up to 296. Now, obviously, I'm assuming that that was just in place because that was the final rank. So obviously they're just giving you a little bit extra. But if we take 1109, which is the maximum that it's going to go up to now, take off the 999, it means we are going to be able to go up an extra 110 ranks instantly if you have the maximum. So I don't know if they'll give anything for getting to rank 1000 because they gave the bump here instead. But if we just include thinking about the extra 110 ranks and then divide that by 5, assuming that they're still going to be giving us an extra stamina every 5 ranks, that means if you jump up to rank 1109, you'll be getting an extra 22 maximum stamina, which obviously that doesn't sound like a lot, but it all adds up when it comes to things like especially grinding the world tournament. The more stamina you have, the more runs you can do in one go before you have to use a stone to refresh or use meat items. And currently the maximum stamina, if you have all of the upgrades, like if you're rank 999, you've bought all the Elder Kai reward things, you've got all the stamina ups from the ESBR shop, all that other stuff, the current maximum stamina is 408, which is obviously kind of a random number, but funnily enough, with the bonus, if it is indeed 22, it means when the update hits, if you go up to rank 1109, you will have 430 stamina, which is pretty nice, pretty round number. Until, of course, we get the next 10 stages of ESBR and they drop a couple more stamina update things. Although I think, isn't it when new ones come out, I think it's like 5 at a time. So then it'd be like 435, which would still be a sort of nice number. But yeah, that's pretty cool. If they stick to the 1 extra stamina per 5 levels, then yes, if you immediately rank up to 1109, you're just going to get an extra 22 stamina. Now, in terms of when is it going to be, these are the couple of tweets we have from Rick, our data miner boy. So we've got the app update was announced in the October producer letter, should drop sometime before this World Tournament for both versions. We know the World Tournament is starting from the 14th, so not this next weekend coming, but the weekend after. It starts on actually starts on Friday the 12th. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at the second digit, which is the end. So it's the 12th to the 14th. So obviously it's Sunday today. It's not this upcoming Friday, which is obviously the 5th. It's the Friday after that is the next World Tournament. So main World Tournament for both versions. They already announced that there would be maintenance to convert World Tournament tickets to autographs, because remember the banner format is changing for the World Tournament. So the update is probably dropping during the same maintenance, because it's going to be around that time, just before mid-December. So we have this other one, update number 2. So the name of this image is news banner. This is in the files, right? This image that was shown in the news. News banner rank up A 2025-12-15. So the 15th does seem to be when the update will drop, right? Like literally the name of the file is like 2025 December 15. So the 15th seems to be when the update will drop on JP. For global, Dokkan Day isn't extended in the news, so the update will probably drop alongside the next scheduled data download after the 15th. So this is one of those annoying things that even with the sync, remember it is the release schedules that are synced and not everything in the game. So basically the data downloads and some of these big updates, maintenances, quality of life updates have been happening on JP and then been delayed slightly on global. So whilst this is happening seemingly on the 15th on JP, we don't know exactly when this is going to be taking place on global, because if the maintenance is before the World Tournament, and that's obviously on the 12th to the 14th, Dokkan Day is on the 15th, but what's happened before is that Dokkan Day and the missions and everything were extended on global because there was a maintenance that took place in the morning. So essentially like 6 or 7 hours or whatever the maintenance was of Dokkan Day were eaten up by maintenance, which means obviously as a global player, if you wanted to be on like grinding the link level stage hardcore for like the entirety of Dokkan Day, you wouldn't be able to, because a certain amount of hours of the 24 hours that everything would be available the game was in maintenance. So they extended the Dokkan Day missions and everything so that you were able to actually be able to do that, right, and get all of the rewards and everything. So what he's saying here is that the Dokkan Day missions and stuff in the files for global aren't extended, which means we won't be getting a big maintenance or anything, a big update on the 15th for global. So if this does drop on the 15th for JP, it will still be at least a day or two until it drops on global. And then we also have the part 2 Carnival LR should drop on the December 16th at 5 AM GMT. So it seems very likely then that the data download, because obviously the LR is going to have to be in a data download, the data download will happen sometime potentially on the 15th to add in the part 2 LR, which is then going to drop on the 16th. Because remember, new units and things like that can be added in a data download without there being like a massive maintenance. So obviously both versions can get the part 2 LR without global having the update for the rank update. So unfortunately, what this means is for global players, we don't really have any sort of major clarity on when this will indeed drop. Whereas it seems like for JP, the update is going to be on the 15th. Because Dokkan Day not being extended means that there'll be no maintenance during the 15th itself. And then if the Part 2 LR is coming out on the 16th, the only way this could work is that the maintenance on global would have to be after midnight on the 15th, but before 5 AM GMT, which is obviously the UK normal time that banners drop. So I mean, if the maintenance was only like 5 hours long at most, it could technically start at midnight on what is technically the beginning of the 16th, and then end at like 4:59, and then all the new stuff like the Part 2 LR comes out at 5. That is a possibility, but obviously we'll see when the update actually happens on JP how long it is, because if JP gets this maintenance and gets the Part 2, like gets the rank update, and the maintenance is like 8 hours, then obviously that's not going to fit in that gap between Dokkan Day and here, which means then the earliest we would see the update for global would be the 17th. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you a global player? Are you a JP player? Obviously, unfortunately for global, we are going to have to wait at least a couple of days to see this update, but let me know what you guys think. Are you ranked 999 already? Have you been ranked 999 for a while? If so, let me know how long. And yeah, what do you think? Are you going to be one of these grinders? Are you going to get to rank 1109 straight away? What are your thoughts on that being the cap for the rank update? Let me know everything you guys are thinking about this update, when you think we will indeed see it drop for global. Let me know all of that good stuff down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.